Let me start by saying this is something that you already have heard, but you gotta find the heart in my words. There's a deeper meaning that you miss. Ooh, yes.
Hey, how's it going, guys? So now, growing up for me, I have been blessed enough to have a mother who is an amazing chef. Not a chef in the traditional sense where she wears this big old white hat and has a big spoon in a huge restaurant, but she is to me one of the best home cooks on earth, hands down. And obviously there's a clear bias because I'm a son, but what can I say? Best son on earth. So of course, whenever I have some downtime to go back home, one of the biggest things I look forward to is eating her home cooked meals. Now I know that there's a few of you out there that can't relate to this because just because you have parents doesn't mean that they cook well. And all I can say to that is just, fucking sucks. But let's go ahead and talk about this for a second. So for me growing up, food was never just a form of sustenance. You know, it always went beyond that. I honestly believe that for me growing up, if I didn't share all the meals that I shared with them, I don't think I would be anywhere near as close to them as I am now. Sharing these meals at the dinner table was a way for us to acknowledge each other and also show our love and affection without having to use words. My mom, for a lot of you guys out there whose mothers cook as well, you guys know that when they use their hands to cook the food that they make for us to eat, they do it with all their heart and soul. So when we take that first huge bite of our food and we have that stupidly happy grin on our face, that's the form of love and affection that our moms want to see. And yeah, I get it, we live in a very fast-paced society, which is a big reason to why most of us go out to eat anyways. We kind of think of cooking as sort of a nuisance and a chore. We have to go out of our way to go to the grocery store, buy these ingredients, make a huge mess in the kitchen just for one hot meal. But you see, a lot of you guys are forgetting the whole point of making a home-cooked meal and sitting around a table and sharing that experience with your family. It has nothing to do with convenience. It's really about the connection that you make when you sit at a table and you partake in something that somebody created to nourish your body. And it's sad that convenience is the one thing that's steering us away from these things that I honestly believe is a fundamentally important part of being a human being. There's this concept of us instead of me, and for me, food was the thing that bridged that gap. You know, for a lot of you out there that have a mother, father, or parent, or even a grandparent that takes the time to make these hot meals for you, think about it for a second what it means to them. Do you realize that there was a certain point in your life you couldn't wait to eat what your mom had to make for you? There was a point in your life where your mom held you in her arms, and for you, that woman was all that you had. She was your world. And you know, fast forward to now when you're a teen, there are times when you look at your parents as if when they walk into your room, you wish they never existed. Like, even when you grow up and you move past that and your relationship is okay, there's a certain point in your parents' life where they realize that you don't need them like you used to. And for them, that hits them like a dagger. Those meals that you take for granted with your family, those are things that are finite. You know, for me, I try not to think or even talk about these things because when I do, it brings me down. But at the same time, if I don't do this, it doesn't put things in perspective for me. I need this. So the next time you're about to go out and you know that someone you love cooked you a hot meal and you want to tell them that you're going to go out to eat instead, don't think about the food that you're about to eat. Think about the heart and the hands that made them.
Just hit 'em new.